Today I walked past the American dream of shopping malls and department stores, on my way to the modern utopia of one-stop shopping. Walking through the doors, I heard the siren call of material comforts and tasted the opiates of brand-name insignias that are made to make me feel more interesting in an otherwise depersonalized world of conformity. I made my way past the face paints and tokens of hollow saints on my way to the produce department. All organic, the signs read. No doubt the latest marketing strategy to help cure my social disease of polluted self-health. I looked around and picked up some corn and noticed the FDA warning on the side. It said, "Warning, this product is genetically modified and has been found to disrupt hormones. Prolonged use may cause cancer. Women that are pregnant or breastfeeding should not use this product." Scary. Even as a vegetarian, one cannot save themselves from biotech companies. To become a vegetarian, most people mainly do it to the concern of the growth hormones and steroids that are all too commonly found in meat and dairy products nowadays. But even now it seems that even vegetables are not safe, and unlike my fictitious FDA warning, companies in America don't have to tell me if their products are GMO or they're not. The reason for this, the FDA and other US agencies says, is because GMO products are substantially equivalent to natural products, so there is no need to label foods that are genetically modified. This remains the stance of the FDA even after the Harvard University released a study in 2003 that showed how when broken down in women's stomachs, GMO cells can move to the stomach's natural bacteria and then breach the lining of the womb. The study also warned against baby food containing GMO ingredients, and then went as far as to recommend that expectant mothers avoid all GMO foods. But how can mothers, or anyone really, avoid GM foods when 80% of all prepackaged foods in America contain ingredients that are GMO and are not labeled as such? Some may argue that GMO products have been in commercial use for the last 15 years, with no ill effect. Although to say this, they would have to ignore the fact that food-borne delivered illnesses and the number of children born with autism have both doubled since GMO products have hit the shelf. Just a coincidence? If you think so, it's a coincidence. I call your attention back to the store shelf and at Monsanto's new leaf potato that incorporates pesticides into every cell. So many, in fact, the potato itself has to be registered as a pesticide. I'm no doctor, but I think it's safe to say that ingesting pesticides in any form is not healthy. Personally, I would only buy organic produce, if I could, because produce cannot be legally called or labeled organic if it is GMO. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought, until I found out what big business doesn't want me to know about their pop phrase, organically grown. That in general, it's nothing more than a marketing gimmick. To be legally labeled organic produce, it has to be grown without pesticides and nitrate fertilizers. Sounds good. But here comes the loophole. Organically grown does not mean the seeds used to grow the organic crop were not manipulated prior to growing to hold the very same pesticides in the cells of the plant. The organically grown label can be summed up in 2 words: double talk, or maybe bullshit. Your call, but I'm kind of partial to the latter myself. In our daily life of throwaway passions, McDonald's hamburger emporiums, and one-stop shopping, we have become the very commodity we so eagerly make then devour. In today's urban cesspools, we are bought and sold on brand names and pop trends. It has gotten so bad that we don't even know what we're eating any longer. Food unrecognizable in nature and engineered to taste good has become our staple. The time has come to say enough is enough. Time to say we will no longer be poisoned by our own hands. Much of Europe has already imposed regulations on GM-grown products. Let's follow their lead. Please voice your concerns and demand that at the very least, that all products containing GM ingredients are labeled as such.